And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. And that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a third and about 13. Back to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to throw.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that zero. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Detroit! Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No. Check. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now.
On first down, they're going option left. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watch time. Tie it right. Set. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Back Philly, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback, but in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. Powerful running. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And now back out comes the offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. Green, 30,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Stone. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A give to Howard, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Try to punch it in with Howard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, 1st-round draft pick. Uncle was a 1st-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, Guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
No. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he pulls over it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Kamara. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down deep in their territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. This will be fielded at the 6. And here now the offense heading back out there. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They're going to look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Again, it's Howard. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right near the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try again with Howard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll set up a throw. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go with Howard again. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next drive.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to like. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On third down, this is Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All right, now look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Go. Leopard. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Being chased out left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive will start with an option going left, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Back there, Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green. Detroit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Runs over it. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Gurley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards.
SOS. Bang, 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 bang. Blitz. Run. 3 down.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on.